Well, I haven't given a church update in a minute, and it's because I've been waiting to see how something plays out. And well, it played out today. It didn't go my way. So that leaves all the other opportunities on the table. And there's things that I know that I could be pursuing that I've been waiting on just because I wanted to see how this played out. But basically, I found a church who separated from the Mormon church in 1978, and they're only 300 people big. And I went to them and we had 8 different meetings over the last few weeks. And I told them that I can't join a church that believes that Jesus is coming in the flesh to save everyone and just coming out of the sky burning people in fire. Like, that's not what the Bible says, and I can't trust a church that believes that. And so I asked them to go ask their elders if they thought it was possible that someone was meant to come to earth and live a difficult but successful life and find Jesus and bring Jesus' spirit down to earth. And I don't need them to say yes, I just need them to say it's possible. Well, we had a meeting today and they said it's impossible, it's Jesus. And so I know their church is garbage just like every other church. But I do know that where they came from was righteous, and so I don't hate them, and I just know that they're fools, and that I mean, when I, like, these are the missionaries that are supposed to go teach about their church, and I literally cite Bible verse after Bible verse in all different types of books in the New Testament, and they didn't know any of it. They literally have never read the New Testament to the point where they feel like they have even a slight knowledge. Like, anytime you try to talk to them about anything that's actually written, they're like, oh, well, what does it say? Let me go read it. Like, childs. I'm dealing with childs all over this earth, and it's frustrating. But there's hope, and there is still light, so don't worry. Couple plans that I am looking at right now. Like, I'm the type of guy where I go all into one thing, and so I haven't decided what that one thing's going to be yet. But there's this dude who came from a similar lineage. His name is Warren Jeffs. He's in the prison right now. He used to have 10,000 people who signed away their houses, their property, their money to Warren Jeff, and he managed all of it. And then when he went to jail, basically the government of Utah gave all the church belongings to the few members that were exiled from the church, and basically allowed these people to kick people out of their houses and all these other things, and it's pretty wild. And so I'm probably going to write Warren Jeffs a letter, explain to him how simply it is to realize that I am who I say I am, and tell him to tell his 10,000 saints to come follow me. And that's how he can earn his forgiveness. And maybe he's not actually a bad guy, and maybe the story was all misinterpreted. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I know that there's people that still love him, and I know that there's people that would kill him if they had the chance. And so I'm going to reserve my judgment on him and see if he's open to communication. I called the jail where he's staying, and I got the address so I can write a letter. And if he so is inclined, he can put me on the visitors list, and I can come and speak with him personally and find out who he really is. But yeah, so that's one of the options I have. The other option that I have is, I mean, whether it's low-key and I just play MULN on the sidelines, or whether I start making videos about MULN again. Like, the history of MULN is unlike any other stock. Just the last 2 years, I can go over the documents and show you how no other stock has gone through what MULN has gone through in the history of the world. And so there's a lot of energy that could be brought behind MULN, and there's a lot that I could say that I know that would attract people. And I'm interested in it, but I haven't been able to accept that I will win this world with money. And I feel like I'm supposed to do it without money. And so, I mean, worst case scenario, if MULN squeezes, I'm definitely going to have at least $100 in there, and I'll probably make at least $1 million. And so I think I think I'm gonna hold off on MULN for another minute. Wait to like basically what I wait for is I wait for things to get so bad in this world that people are desperate for an answer. And right now, I just don't see anyone fearing God. I don't see anyone struggling. I feel like everyone's just worried about themselves and everyone's stealing from other people. And I just don't see the desperation. And so, because I don't see, I mean, obviously, there is a lot of desperation and I see it, but I don't see it from the masses. And so, when things get a little bit more difficult, when the government decides to strengthen the weight of their boot. When all these things go down, I'll be here, and whether it's to build my church or whether it's to push a stock, it don't matter. It's all the same. Everything I do because it feels right. End of story. I don't know what I'm doing. I just do what feels right in the moment and let it roll. Let the dice land where they may. Bet the farm every time. And that's why I don't have a farm anymore, but that's okay. Are there any other, so the other thing as far as like building my church, like the other option that I've had in my back pocket for a couple months now is that I know that I've read the New Testament in a way that nobody else has read it. And I know I could translate it in a way that everyone could understand it and like it and read it quickly. And so, yeah, I mean, maybe while I'm working, I'll just pull out my freaking laptop and I'll just start, like, when I'm working my regular job, like on my days off, I'll just pull out my laptop and start translating. And one day, like, it'll be finished, whether it's 6 months from now or 2 years from now. And when it's done, like, I'll just publish it and see what happens. Like, I don't know. That's what I do, people. That's what I do. Well, if you want to light my fire, just start getting people to watch my videos, like... I'll do whatever's clever, but, like, I gotta know that, like, I'm not wasting my time here. I mean, out of my last 100 videos, I've probably gotten 1,000, maybe 10,000 views, not even, though. And I've gotten 10,000 views on single videos, multiple single videos, so... I don't know. It's weird. I live in a weird world. I live in a world where Revolution and Flowbots are writing albums about me while I was YouTubing in 2021, but they won't freaking say my name and they won't freaking come and say hi to me. Like, what's making them not say what's real? What is so scary about speaking the truth? Like, what dirt does the man have on it, them? Or what agreement or what? Like, sometimes it just feels like I'm being fucking Truman'd. Like, you all know what's going on in my life all the fucking time, and you guys, like, whoever I meet in real life just pretends that they don't. It's weird. And if you don't know who I am and you haven't watched all 600 of my YouTube videos, like, that's on fucking you. Like, everyone with a brain has already watched and know who I am. So why haven't you? Strange, strange world. Alright, guys. Well... I'm sure I'll be back in a little bit.